Hey, 3, 2, 1. Salam Dostan. Tonight on Mist Culture, I'm going to be talking about the Goonies. Alright, so, when did it come out? 1985? Wow. Okay, so in 1985, I was living a different life. I was, 17? I really wasn't thinking about movies a lot, kids' movies, and this is sort of more of a kids' movie. I think if I was younger, I would have really appreciated this movie more. All right, a lot of people think, "Oh my God, what does the Goonies mean or refer to?" So apparently, these kids live in an area of a town which is called the Goondocks. Normally you hear about the Boondocks, but these are the Goondocks. And so they call themselves Goonies. And there's an eclectic wide range of characters. There's, I think it's Brand, who's the older, physical muscle kind of guy. He has a love interest, and he has a little brother who's asthmatic, but dreams of adventure. And then their house, and I think a bunch of other houses, are all going to be dismantled and torn apart. All their mortgages are foreclosing, and there's going to be a developer who's going to go in. I think it's a golf course. I mean, my God, a golf course. What a waste of good land. Anyway, so part of the deal is typical trope of most of these movies. They are in a dire situation, figure out a long shot kind of approach to solving their problem. In this case, it's the discovery of a map to treasure. Now, there's a B plot, and in the B plot, it's involving some criminals, a criminal family, and it looks like they're counterfeiters. And this family, they're called the Fratellis. And I always laugh whenever I hear the name Fratelli because I always think of the restaurant downtown. Not necessarily the other one out here in Canada, but in particular the one downtown when it first opened up in the Glebe. Anyway, there's a side story, and I don't want to get myself into trouble talking about that, which may or may not be true. In any event, the kids find themselves in a desperate situation that comes into conflict with the Fratelli gang, and they manage to slip away. And part of their slipping away, they literally find their way down into a series of tunnels. They're bound and determined that they're going to find their path to the big treasure. I think, overall, it was pretty good. The treasure and trap trope. I say trope, it's you imagine somebody's built this elaborate series of traps maybe 100 years ago or 150 years ago, or even in this case, it might be like 300 years ago. And somehow they all seem to work. Like, all the gears don't seize. The ropes remain intact. They're not made out of nylon. So, it's as if everything worked pristinely from the day that it was actually created. So there's the typical traps. There's, big heavy stones. There's like the bottom falling out beneath you, and there's pointed sticks, the punji sticks underneath. Things like that. And it's cute. And again, if I was 12 and watching the Goonies, I would have thought that was pretty cool. But again, I wasn't 12. And I didn't even see it when I was 17. So seeing it now as a 55-year-old, it was cute. It was predictable, and it was cute. I don't have a rating system. Would I watch the Goonies ever again? Maybe not. Maybe with somebody else who's never seen them before. That could be kind of fun. But, but that seems to be about it. Oh, excuse me. There, that helps. So, it's directed by Richard Donner, and the story is by Steven Spielberg. Excuse me. And it feels like a Spielberg story. And there's quite a few actors that go on to do more acting. Oh, there's my hand again. Whoops. Boop. So we've got Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Jeff Cohen, Corey Feldman, Kerry Green, Martha Plimpton, and Ke Huy Quan. They've all gone off and done other acting. That's pretty good. So I think this was a really good launching point for some of them. And but overall, like I said, cute movie. What jumps out at me as something that I really, really liked. I would have to say that I really liked the feeling of the town. It felt like how I'd expect a town on the western coast of the United States to be. And collection of old houses, but, they're homes. They're where people live. And these developers who are coming in, they're clearly the evil bad guys. They're going to turn this all into a golf course. And again, I think that golf courses are an incredible waste of energy and effort that could be either left as forests for animals or could be farming instead. I don't know. Or even walking paths. What else did I like about it? The caves felt like caves. They really did. Until you get to like a big cave, but the smaller caves did feel like cave work. So I think whoever did that development did a great job. The restaurant that they were in, I think prop-wise, it was a great restaurant. It really felt old and unused for years. It was something that I certainly wouldn't have gone into. I would have been thinking about mice and raccoons and spider webs and everything else. What else did I enjoy? Robert Davi. Now, this guy has gone on to do a great number of different shows, and I don't know if he actually sang in this, but if he did, he's got a phenomenal singing voice, and it's quite impressive. I think Davi was in Stargate Atlantis. Let me see. I'm just looking this up here, and he's played some interesting characters, and I think if you look him up, Robert Davi, Davi. As soon as you see his face, you'll say, "Oh yeah, I've seen him everywhere." Plays a tough guy or plays a bad guy. Oh, apparently he was a guest singer on the Italian version of the TV program The Voice. So I guess that was him singing. That's impressive. The other one that I found was that I was quite surprised with was Anne Ramsey. So she played Mama Fratelli, and I don't know. I swear I've seen her in everything. And as I'm going through her list of things, yeah, she was in a lot of things. Pretty impressive. I hadn't even realized she was in the television series Wonder Woman. She played a taxi cab driver. But no, she was in a whole series of different shows. And unfortunately, she passed away in 1988, just 3 years after the Goonies came out. What else can we say about the Goonies? I'm reaching here just because it was okay. It was okay. but again, not really the top of my list of things to watch. So they grossed $9 million in opening weekend. So apparently it was in the top 10 highest grossing films of 1985, which is pretty good. But yeah, I think overall, if you really want to see it, go for it, watch it. You'll find it amusing. Turn your brain off. Don't think about it. I think you'll be far better off instead of actually putting something on. Oh, I guess this comes down to about the end of my little chat. What are we going to watch next? What is next? So we've done some Friends, we've done Breaking Bad, and we've done the Goonies. All right. Well, please leave a comment. If you don't leave a comment with a suggestion, then I'll just pick something for the next week. It'll be a surprise. I think it'll be something fun again. Or maybe something that I really like and I would watch again. No, this is supposed to be about missed culture. So what else did I miss? Did I not watch? I never got into Becker. I knew a lot of people who really liked Becker. I knew one person in particular who loved that show. So maybe I'll watch some episodes of Becker. And we'll see how that goes. In any event, all right. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I don't dissuade you from watching the Goonies. I think you should probably watch it. Give it a shout, and a look-see. And I guess until later, that's it. So, Felan, Omide Didar. That's it. I'm out. 1, 2, 3.